Good afternoon to each and every one again, and a special welcome to our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Pema Khandu ji, Chief Minister of Arunachal. In fact, I think most of us were welcomed by him because he actually joined before I did as well. And that was way before the 215 mark. So I was a little surprised with that. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. And thanks to everyone else who is here today. We are about to announce something very, very interesting, which our very, very dynamic Madam Hekhani has managed to come up with. And it is also the interesting and the good part of it is that it is in line with the Tawang Declaration, which we had announced 2 years back. And in fact, before I hand over hand over this entire proceedings to Hekhani to explain, I would just like to read out the Tawang Declaration once again to refresh everyone's memory towards what we had actually declared on that beautiful afternoon on the 1st of November at our CM Sir's place, which was extremely beautiful. And I think we all still remember that very, very clearly. So the declaration reads as follows. Northeast Leaders Connect believes that Northeast India is endowed with tremendous natural beauty and geostrategic importance. The region has inherent potential, particularly in the fields of tourism, organic agriculture, horticulture, food processing, handicrafts, music, sports, and IT-enabled services. It is important to harness the region's abundant natural resources in a sustainable and scientific manner, while keeping the local ecology in mind. Achieving this goal will ensure a stronger, resilient, and progressive India. Guided by the principal understanding that the youth are the future and key to ensuring any sustainable intervention, Northeast Leaders Connect shall continue to bring together various minds and leaders. They will be provided a platform to network, be mentored, and collaborate towards building a vibrant, dynamic, and cohesive Northeast. So I think with these, I would like to now hand it over to Hekhani to explain what exactly we are introducing and launching today, which in a way is in alignment with what we had resolved 2 years back. Madam, if you can take over.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ming, for setting the context for this discussion this afternoon. Honorable Chief Minister, sir, and all Chairman Baichung and all other friends, thank you so much for joining. I know, like I mentioned, 31st is not a very good day to be having meetings, but I believe this is just also to connect with each other. We are family, we are friends, so I'm really not looking at this as an official thing. I'm not going to get into the Tawang Declaration, but coming straight to the point, last year, we had a small pilot project in Nagaland focusing on environment, climate change, and ecopreneurship and education. And then that was a success. It was funded by the Mobius Foundation and the curriculum. It was supported by Mobius Foundation. The funds came from Mobius Foundation and supported by Cambridge University. And the pilot project was a success. So I requested Dr. Atoho Jakalu to help us, come up with a project for the whole Northeast. And the team has been working on it. And just the other day, in principle, they had already approved, but we had to make sure that it came in paper. So that is why this delay. But the details of that I will let Dr. Atoho explain to us. But there are 4 points that I want to quickly mention. One is I've already mentioned about the success of last year's Mobius Foundation program, which we are going to incorporate this year for the whole northeastern states, except for Manipur. The funders requested that they will definitely look into it in the coming years, but this year they want to because of the situation. So Manipur, we would like to seek apology from Manipur, but yes, it will definitely come online next year. And if you look at it, we're also hoping that this we believe that this is going to be a first of its kind, where there's a regional cooperation on climate studies, research, and development. And at the end of the day, we are hoping, many of us are also policymakers, so something more tangible will come out at the end of these. Also, like mentioned, it will be supported by Cambridge University. And I would also like to extend on behalf of all of us our gratitude to the Mobius Foundation, Cambridge University, and especially the chairman of the Mobius Foundation, Mr. Pradeep Burman. I mean, they've been really kind, and they really want to make sure they believe in our leadership, and they want to make sure that they support us as much as they can. And we also determined that we will not let them down, and we are very, very confident that this will be a successful project. And with this, I will hand over to Dr. Atoho Jakalu, who had been the lead for the program, and he will help us take this program through the 7 states as well. Over to you, Atoho.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Pema Khandu sir, distinguished NELC members, I'm incredibly honored, privileged, and humbled to be in such distinguished company. So with my 5 minutes, I will get straight to 3 points. Okay, so I would firstly highlight a little bit on the conceptual background as to why we're having this project, the implementation framework, and then the significance of the project outcome. Starting first, why this is so important is because of the fact that the Northeast region has 1/4 of India's total forest cover. It is under the all-important Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot, and it has been identified as the most vulnerable region to climate change in India. And above all this, for the last 6 consecutive reports of the Indian National Forest Report, there has been an indication that forest cover has been declining in this region. So we've all been scratching our heads with intensive research and development as to how can we address this problem of deforestation. So just to zoom a little out, globally, like forests were declared as key climate solutions at the Paris Climate Conference way back in 2016 because of their ability to sequester carbon. So what we do here locally has huge implication for India's various national and global commitments on climate change and development. So we have this immense potential to show leadership role in the Indian context as well. So what exactly are the problems this project is trying to address is tackling deforestation with an ecopreneurship approach, where business activities would essentially solve environmental problems. And here we've identified 2 potential areas of intervention: beekeeping, which basically not only regenerates forests, but also give good income to communities. And the second one would be conservation-based ecotourism. And there's this other really important problem that the environmental consciousness in this region is extremely poor. So what we're trying to do is implement the Pani Pahar curriculum to which was developed at Cambridge. And this is essentially to sow seeds of intellectual foundation in young children to help them understand the consequences of their own actions in our concerted effort towards climate change. So if we look at the implementation framework, how are we going to implement this project is we're going to recruit 8 young forest graduates from each state and train them to undertake 3 components of the project. Number 1, implement the Pani Pahar curriculum across 16 schools in each state. The other one would be to train them in project management, forestry project management, and build the capacities, which in turn would help states to develop more projects, environmental-based projects. And thirdly, and the most important component would be to engage in research and development to boost policy discourse on hunt production and ecotourism. To be honest, for too long, this region has actually seen climate and development from a very environmental perspective, which has killed innovation, which has killed investments. But I'm hopeful with this, if we start seeing climate and development from an economic perspectives with an ecopreneurship approach, I think where we incentivize communities when they do their conservation, that will not only generate sustainable income, but also we can hope for both economic and environmental prosperity in this region. So on this very optimistic note, I would like to end this very brief presentation, and I would be happy to take any questions of comments and clarification at some point later. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Atoho, for explaining the entire concept very clearly and eloquently. This is indeed very, very exciting because I think we all do agree that the greatest asset that Northeast India has, especially in this time of huge technological advancement and forget about industrialization, but the digital era, is the beautiful nature and climate of Northeast, which is incomparable and probably one of the best in the entire world. We are a unique geo-specific region with the Bay of Bengal on our south and the Himalayas on our north. We receive the maximum amount of rainfall, and we have the maximum amount of natural water. In fact, a huge majority of natural water comes and is from the Northeast region. And I'm really, really excited that we are able to take this initiative, and also thanks to Hekani for getting this entire tie-up with such prestigious organizations like Mobius Foundation and Cambridge University. And now I would like to hand over I'll request our Honorable Chief Minister, who is also the Chief Minister of the largest state in the Northeast in terms of geography, and perhaps the state with the maximum amount of nature and the maximum amount of tourism potential as well in the entire northeastern region, and probably a state that will, benefit most from all these interventions going forward. So, sir, request you to kindly say a few words.
So thank you, Dr. Atu, for explaining, all the parameters and the initiative which you all have done. So just for our own idea, which was the, that pilot project that you have undertaken from the Mobius Foundation?
So it was in Nagaland, sir.
Okay. So the project is complete or is still undergoing?
Yes, no, so actually it's completed and it's running in its second year, sir.
Okay, okay. So regarding this, these parameters which you have identified, especially the three parameters, number one, beekeeping, number two, ecotourism, and third is that Pani Pahar curriculum.
Yes, sir.
So in this aspect, I think Hekani and you should guide us, how to get forward, that is the most important part of it.
Right, sir. So as I've already mentioned, we are going to sort of replicate the framework that has been carried out in Nagaland. So I think it should be an easy move into the other 7 northeastern states of India, sir. So you can be assured that it'll run very smoothly, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, so first thing is we are going to be hiring 56 forest graduates because the issue is one thing, the sector is one thing, the other thing is the objective of North is also to empower other younger leaders. So through this project, we will also be empowering and I should say mentoring 56 forest graduates from the 7 northeastern states.
Yeah, that's very nice. So Conrad, are you comfortable now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Hi, Conrad ji.
I was in the streets.
Anyway, thank you so much, Conrad ji, for taking out time.
Yeah. No, it's
busy mood, but despite of that, you're taking out time. So thank you very much.
Sure.
I on behalf of the entire NELC team, so we are joined with our friend Sri Bechung Budia ji. On his behalf, on behalf of the entire team, I welcome you in this short video conversation. So right now, for just information of Conrad ji, we had a presentation from Dr. Atobo Jakhalu, who has given us a brief regarding the pilot project which has been initiated in terms of the Tawang Declaration. And I think I must thank Hekani ji for materializing the Tawang Declaration in letter and spirit on ground. So through this forum, I must thank the Mobius Foundation and also the Cambridge University for collaborating such effort in our Northeast region. So I think in days to come, definitely like Northeastern states, as mentioned in our Tawang Declaration, we have enormous number of potentials. Sectoral-wise, already Ming has already read out the Tawang Declaration. So despite of busy schedule, everyone has their own work, but everyone tries to contribute towards the society and Northeast as a whole. No doubt Hekani, now she has become a politician, she has become an MLA, but despite of that, she has taken out time and for contributing, and also the expertise or the experience which she holds in working in these areas. So definitely, our expectations is that definitely Hekani should play a very vital role. Like Dr. Atubo has mentioned, among the 8 northeastern states, except for Manipur, due to the ongoing problem, in rest 7 states, this project will be, taking it forward. So especially in the Pani Pahar curriculum, 7 representative forest graduates from each 7 northeastern regions will be trained accordingly. I guess so.
So 56 total.
Yeah, total 56.
Yes.
Okay, total 56. So I think Hekani, you should indicate that like Arunachal Pradesh, how many graduate in forest you are expecting, like that from Meghalaya and Assam also, and rest of the northeastern states, so that we can also sound the young graduates accordingly.
Right, sir.
So I think
how many, Dr. Hato, how many from each state? 7.
So there would be 8 young forest graduates from each state. 8 young forest graduates.
Yeah, that makes to 56.
Yes.
So is there any timeline for that?
So actually, it's not possible to start all together, but I think we will start in tandem phase. So like we would technically start by January. So we are still working out the logistics as to how this can be done, but we're going to start by January 6th. So we'll reach out to the respective representatives of the states.
Right. So I think in that case, you can start with Arunachal also, alphabetically also Arunachal. We can start with Arunachal, and despite of that Arunachal, we have huge land and huge forest coverage also.
Absolutely, sir.
And one more. Hekani ji, Assam also, I have invited NELC members to come to Mechuka. I'll be honored to host the a get together or a meeting in Mechuka also as well. So my invitation is it still exists. Not it's nothing like that. 2024 khatam ho gaya, invitation khatam. Anytime, maybe in January, February, the weather will be good.
Right, sir.
So take out some time and we can sit physically and we can discuss regarding this project also as well. And also there is, I think there are not many initiatives taken out by Government of India also. Many good schemes are there. So how we are collaborating those things on ground. So we can, take some good examples from other states, practices also as well.
Absolutely, sir.
So I think that's it from my side. Thank you so much. And I think I'll just hand over to Mr. Ming.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for all that you have said. And now, sir, I'd request our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad Sangmaji. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time out, despite being on vacation, to join us. Request you, sir, to also say a few words and comments from your end.
Yeah, I'll just go to the other room. All the kids are here. Too much of noise in the background. Sorry. So, thank you so much, Hekani, for inviting us to this program. And thank you, Pema Sab, for also joining. I think this is a very busy day for everyone, but still we all found time. So thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of time. Of course, I'm not yet very clear about I wasn't there in the presentation, so I'm not very clear about the entire program. What is the objective? I know it has to do with some sustainability and environmental issues, but I am not very clear about those aspects. So I will not, kind of duplicate the entire process again and ask you to explain the whole thing. I'll be in touch with Hekali and the rest of the team. I'm always there to, push whatever agendas and whatever proposals you have. You'll get full support from our state, and we'll be happy to collaborate in whatever way possible. I'll just be short and say that thank you so much for inviting us. And as I said, rest assured, along with Pema Sab, Meghalaya will be the first state to take up whatever projects that you wish to implement, and we'll give full support from our side. And wish everyone a happy new year.
Konrad sir, Pema sir has invited us to Mechuka in January, February. Please give your confirmation so that we can meet and discuss not just this but so many others as well. Confirmation de do, sir. I'm
What's on the
recording now.
What's on the menu?
Bolo, sir. Pema sir.
It'll all depend on the menu.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll just see the timing, the date, because Ming will tell you January, February is going to be a busy month for me. We have some local elections coming up. But of course, depending on the dates, I'll be happy to be there. Pema Saab has already invited me. Last time we had met, he had already mentioned about the Mechuka program, but we could not finalize on the dates. But if the dates suit me, then definitely I'll be there.
Yeah,
Thank you,
fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And before we close, we'll just ask all other friends here if they have anything to add to whatever has already been discussed, or if everything is fine, then we can proceed to close.
I think our chairman sahab is there, no? Apna sahab.
Yes, yes.
Chairman.
Good afternoon. Nothing much to add. Thank you very much, Ekani. Thank you, Pema sir, Honorable CM Arunachal, and Honorable CM Meghalaya Konrad sir. Thank you very much. It's a great, I think it's a great initiative, and hopefully we'll take it forward and make it a success. Thank you everyone for joining.
Okay,
Just-
so I think
Just
Yeah.
a last this thing, as our Honorable CM Pema Khandu sir gave a suggestion that we may be able to kind of emulate or rope in some of the facets from the central schemes. I thought that was a very good idea, and maybe when we do meet in Mechuka, maybe we'll be able to thrash out many more issues in detail so that we can incorporate as much as possible within this Mobius Foundation's criteria. Dr. Atoho may be in a better position to say that, but I mean, one thing that was in my mind was, is there a possibility to include revival and preservation of all our indigenous seeds, our vegetables? We have so many different varieties. We have trees and flowers and plants that are very endemic to our area. If we can include this facet in the project to revive and preserve and repopulate this, I think it would be really great. Just wanted to add that.
Okay, thank you, madam. Just to quickly add on to that, our government, way back in 2019, we launched a research initiative on indigenous knowledge and practice at the Egypt Climate Conference. So we are very much like into those aspects as well, and we can see where things can converge. So thank you so much for bringing that up.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I think it was supposed to be a 15-minute interaction. It has gone well beyond that. And really, really pleased and amazed to see two of our chief ministers here on this short call, despite it being the last day of the year. Thank you so much once again to Shri Pema Khanduji and Shri Conrad Sangmaji for making this time to actually address everyone and be part of this interaction. Thank you, Hekani, for driving this forward. And I can see, Leaders Connect moving forward. As members, we are all excited to be part of it and do whatever we can from our end. And I think with that, I would perhaps put this meeting to close. But before that, I would officially request Hekani to do it in whichever way you wish. Yeah, a few last words. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much, Ming. Thank you, Pema sir. Thank you, Conrad sir. Thank you, Chairman Baichung, and all my dear friends. It's been a good year and it's ended well. I'm really looking forward to working with all of you 2025. And I also, on my behalf, wish all of you and your family a very happy new year. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
God bless.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.